Hello and welcome back to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play production of Giant Slayer, Legend of the Ramble House Saints. So when last we left our valiant heroes, they were in the fight of their life. They're still in the fight of their life. First, Thid fell off the bridge. Then Spike dove off in a dragon form to save him. And Credo jumped off as well, leaving just Blizz, and Ingrahild standing up on the bridge by themselves with at least one more of those invisible creatures up there with them. All in all, it's been a pretty entertaining fight and not something that I think would ever be possible under the first edition Pathfinder rules. I'm pretty sure both Thid and Credo would have cratered when they hit the ground under first edition.
Yeah, I got pretty boogered up.
Beyond that, though, we are in the third round of combat, and we're going to pick up. Credo had already taken his turn, so I'm going to advance it.
No, actually, I was getting ready to start my turn.
Was it? Oh, I apologize. Yep. Well then, Credo, it is your turn.
All right. So we've already crushed one of these things. Literally.
Yep.
And now we are moving on to the second one. I have it targeted. We are currently enraged and all of that good stuff. So we are going to take one good old swing with my maul, if I can find it.
It might be unequipped again with some of the latest updates.
It sure is. Go ahead and re-equip that real quick.
Yeah, everybody check your gear. Make sure everything's equipped.
Sure.
Oh, my Urskos wasn't equipped. There we are. That might be important. All right, so we are attacking this thing. We are frenzying since we are enraged. It has to be a wild attack. And we are going to roll to hit.
All right. So why did that not go? Okay, I see. I was confused on the result for a second. So the first swing hits with a raise, and you bring that maul back around on the backswing and hit it again. Go ahead and roll that raise damage first.
There might not be much left after the first swing.
Indeed, and I don't think these creatures have bennies, but you know what? I want to keep this going just a little longer. And he didn't have 2 wounds before? Why did it give him the wound penalty?
He has fatigue. The wound penalty got canceled out by the remove wound modifier for the damage soak.
Ah, okay. Let's see. So that is going to be a failure, and that one goes curse blacked. And let me mark that as dead. There is still one of those invisible creatures in the fight. And Credo, you can no longer see any enemies.
Yep. So we are no longer enraged. We are super fatigued now.
Indeed. Are you 2 levels of... Ooh, you are 2 levels of fatigue.
Yep.
So you aren't just fatigued, you are actually exhausted. Which, if I remember correctly, as I'm stalling...
I'll let the invisible fall off while you're stalling. It's just going to give him a minus 2 to everything.
If he takes another level, then he becomes incapacitated.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
But I'll fix him once he gets up here.
All right. No. Why is it asking me to remove Shaken? It's out of the fight. Thid, you were up. You were on top of this dragon, who you think might be Spike at this point, but she hasn't really said anything to you. And you saw that Credo just took out the last of those big tentacled plants.
And I'm currently shaken, so I need to try to unshake.
Indeed.
Which that didn't work. That's just a vigor roll, right? Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, that is a failure. So you can, if you so choose, spend a Benny. Wait, no, that's not a vigor check. That's a spirit check to break shaken.
Is it spirit? Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
The macro should work for you guys again.
It wasn't. I clicked on it.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Hey, I've got spirit. How about you?
All right, so you do break your shaken.
So Thid wakes up and he's flying with the dragon. He snaps out of it.
Badly wounded.
Yeah, he's all battered. On top of this dragon. Has no fucking idea what's going on. So Thid will try to... I went in my gear and I didn't look. He will take a potion of minor healing. So for that, I just roll a d4, yes?
No.
No? How does the potion minor healing work?
You automatically remove one wound.
Just one wound?
That's odd. She is not an initiative. And you had not yet gone this round, so I will change your card. Keep talking.
Okay, you're good. So he will drink 2 potions. I know I didn't really announce it, but I guess it doesn't really matter with that, right? Because it doesn't have a...
Correct. Each of those reduce you by 1 wound.
So I should be back down to no wounds. There we go. I will remove those, and that'll be Thid's turn.
All right, and that takes us to Spike.
Okay, can I don't remember how far I needed to go up.
So right now you are 17 inches below the bridge.
Okay.
Which is more than covered by your fly speed of 24.
Okay. I will fly up onto Lay Bridge.
Okay.
Oh, my game froze. Oh, gosh.
Well, I was trying to change your altitude.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
There you go. Now your altitude has been fixed.
Beautiful. And
so
I will...
that was 17, 18, 19.
Okay. Can I very gently put Thid on the bridge?
Indeed you can. And I will dismount him. And that would actually put him right there.
Perfect. And can I try to tell him? I don't know if he can understand me though. Please don't jump off the bridge again. In the end,
I understand her.
She just growls. She doesn't have any language in the form.
You know what? It does not say.
I believe it specifically states you cannot speak.
I thought if the form couldn't speak.
Oh.
Take on the shape of the animals. So his capacity to communicate is limited to his new form. So she would be able to speak common even.
Okay. I'll do that then.
I didn't jump off the bridge. I got pushed.
I'm going to roll my big eyeballs. And so we just have the...
Thid can only see one of your eyeballs currently.
Yeah. Well, I hope it's enough to freak him out. I guess I will just... Can I scoot like over here?
Yeah.
And I guess I'll just hope the invisible guy pops up.
Okay. And
we still got one of those little flying things around?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
You don't have the quick edge normally, do you, Kristen?
Pardon?
You don't normally have the quick edge, do you?
No.
Okay. I was removing the edges that it gave you.
Oh, okay.
And are you landing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll turn off your flight. That drops your pace to 9.
Perfect.
And as your turn ends... Oh, I forgot to ask if Blizz wanted to go in that round.
Well, I didn't see anything to fight, so I would have.
Gonna sit on the hold?
Yep.
All right, and up first on the Red Joker, granting everybody in the party, pardon me, a Benny, we have Thid.
All right. Thid, firstly, is going to move over towards the dragon to take some cover before being pushed off the bridge again. And he will draw out, I think, a spear somewhere down here. So
Okay.
he'll draw out his falchion and his buckler and hold there until somebody appears.
All right. So that's going to be a free action and a hold. That will take us to Spike.
Oh, I can't do anything cool to try to find him as a dragon, can I?
I mean, you can still cast your powers, but it doesn't look like you have anything. However, you can try and look for it.
Okay.
With a notice check. And it doubled up all of your, or doubled up all the skills that it already had.
Well, it would be her notice check, not the...
Which I believe is the D6.
Just a straight D6?
The notice check.
Oh.
The D6 notice check.
Okay. That's not it.
That's not it.
Nope.
Oh. Why did you roll?
Well, I don't have any other option. What do you want me to do? I can't roll for Spike.
Let me double check. Yeah, your notice is D6 on your normal character sheet. So I can bump it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I forgot to add the penalty on. So you hear fluttering with your heightened draconic senses, but you're not quite sure where it's at.
Hey. Can I just kind of, not that I think Blitz really needs protecting. I just want to kind of like put my stance to where like my wings are over Thid and Blitz, just like for a little extra protection.
A defensive stance?
Yeah.
There we go. Did that actually...
And I'll just hang out there.
It does. Hey, that's nice to see. The defending active or the defending status from right-clicking on your token and choosing the status from the assigned status effects does apply the defending bonus.
Very nice.
All right. Neat. Fredo, you are at the bottom all by yourself, absolutely exhausted.
Yep. So I'm just going to kind of like put my maul down in the earth and kind of like lean on the handle a little bit to catch my breath and just hold action.
Okay. And as your turn ends, your vulnerable goes away. And nobody has taken an action yet. This one is going to try to shake. And it does. And as it does, I need, oops, a test roll.
Ruh-roh.
And it took an action last round to give itself this. Oh, I don't know why it boosted Ingrahild.
I'm okay with it.
Let's take that boost away. All right. And now for the test. I don't like that roll, so it is going to... Oh. It's going to spin to Benny and make that roll again. It likes that roll much better. All right.
Shouldn't that scale be reversed on that?
Yes, I was about to change that.
Okay. Oh, I neglected my scale, but with +2, I'm at 7.
And it is at 6. So she feels it shove her. And it came from this direction over here. And then this. And it moves on to Ingrahild's turn.
Well, she knows where it's at because it literally just bounced off of her.
Make a notice check.
Do you have any minuses on that since it actually hit me?
Yes, a -2 because of circumstances.
You know what? We're going to spend one of her bennies on that.
Alrighty.
She should have 3 bennies left after the Joker. So I'll spend another one.
Hey, there's an ace. Another ace. A third ace. Holy crap, as she comes in with a 20, and she knows without a shadow of a doubt that it fluttered away from her, and it's out here somewhere now.
It's out where?
Out over this area here.
Right. Well, then she will drop the War Axe and Hand Axe as a free action. Draw her composite bow.
Okay.
And I'll just target this one over here so that I have the right...
Right.
Actually, with range, it doesn't matter. It's just a 4, right?
Well, she'll have the -2 because she knows roughly where it's at.
All right, so -2, I don't necessarily need to target it. Because it's still the base is 4. Okay.
And that is a hit. She hears it squeal in pain as the arrow strikes. Go ahead and roll damage. And that would cause a wound. And it definitely did not like that. However, there's now an arrow stuck in it. And does
like to use his held action?
Blizz will?
Yep.
All right. So we go to Blizz.
He's going to move up. And now that he can see a floating...
Yep, just a straight -2.
Even to cast Bolt?
You still have to rely on knowing where it's at with Bolt.
Well, then you know what? We'll spend the extra power point and we'll say hello this way.
Okay.
Where's that arrow hanging out at?
Roughly in this direction here. It's moving around quite a bit. Oh, look at that. Now that we know how to spin those.
Right? Just perfect. And Bliss is like, die, you little bastard!
Oh, an ace on the wild die for a total of 9.
That'll be 7, because I did take into account my -2. I'm a good noodle.
All right. Go ahead, and I'm going to unhide it so you can target it for your damage.
All right. Now, on the other thing, I'm finally remembering that I get a +1 to damage because I'm using frosty trappings.
Yep. And the final wound brings it visible, and it plummets from the air down into the darkness below, and that ends the fight.
Angerhild will ask Kratos to go grab her arrow. If it's still there, and then Blizz will ask, hey, Spike, the dragon, you want to go get Kratos and bring him up?
How did there end up being 2 of you on the map? That was really weird.
I'm just that awesome.
Yep, I'll fly down and go get Kratos and bring him back.
I'll trunch over and see if the arrow's there.
Let's see. 50-50. Even, it's there. Odd, it's broken. And the arrow is broken. And it just takes a few moments, but you are able to get Kratos back up. I am going to remove the dead because they don't have anything that you guys can use, nor do they have any money.
And then
I'm gonna sling away the ball, bring out the hammer.
Blizz will look at Kratos, sees sucking wind.
Oh.
And take care of all of that exhaustion.
All right. So you see the greenhouse down below you. The sunlight is streaming in from above. There is a door at this end of the bridge here at the far southeast of you. I need to remember to be a little more descriptive rather than just saying down here because our audio listeners can't see where I'm pointing. But there is a door to the southeast of you, and other than that, everything else is as you see it.
Guys, can we get off this bridge?
Remind me to kick that druid and his mute testicles after this, because this was some bullshit.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna get off the bridge.
So heading towards the door.
Angerhild, of course, will pick up her ancient dwarven war axe and masterwork hand axe.
Yeah, I'll stop there and grab my spear on the way by.
Oh, for some reason, the player or the video view is not tracking. There it goes. All right, so Kratos is now standing at the door.
Yep, and I'm just going to open the door.
All right. As you do, beyond this door, you see a series of detailed wood carvings depicting druidic worship decorating the walls of this oddly shaped room. To the southeast, there's a short flight of stairs that leads up to a dais upon which sits a throne crafted of dead, overgrown brambles and thorns. Doors to the north, west, and the one that you've just entered from the northwest corner of this room exit from the chamber. Sitting on that throne, all of you see what appears to be an ancient elven woman. And as the door creaks open, she looks up at you and says, "Ah, finally, visitors, and not of the evil fae kind. Welcome to the Vault of Thorns. I am Ewigga."
But Blizz, you could talk to her.
I don't think I'm the right colored dragon to say that word.
I'm not even a dragon.
I mean, Spike's a druid.
Yep. Are we walking in?
I don't know, are you?
Let's go.
This dragon just pushes through the door. I love it.
Indeed.
Not scared of nothing.
So, as you guys make your way in, where did my clock go?
I mean, I see mine.
Yeah, I don't see my clock. Let me refresh.
It's 5
As you guys make your way in, she very carefully raises herself from the barbed and thorned throne, and kind of steps forward a little bit and bows deeply to Spike. And she says, "Ah, a sister in the faith. Welcome."
Thank you.
I lean over and whisper to Thid, how did she know the dragon was a druid?
How did the
And
dragon know she was a druid?
as you two say that, she says, "Well, you wouldn't have been able to enter had not you been led here by a druid. And since only one of you is in the shape other than a humanoid, I assumed it was her."
Yeah, it would be quite silly to have a pet dragon. Be pretty cool.
Oh no, there's something about this person sets me on edge.
And she walks down a bit to the bottom stair of the dais, and she says, "I am glad that you have come, for I am in desperate need of your help. Creatures from the first world have made their way here, and they aren't the friendliest of the first world creatures. I suppose you had to deal with the lurkers in the light outside in the greenhouse."
Yeah, it was great.
Are those little flying mosquito type things?
They're actually fae, but yes. And I'm sorry that you had to face them, but I have not had the strength for a long time to face off against such strong creatures from the first world. And I fear that there may be more dangerous things even deeper into the rest of the vault. I unfortunately have not been able to leave this chamber for many, many years now.
Can't you get out?
Pardon?
There's doors. You could just go.
Most of the fae that have arrived, I have not been able to overcome.
But they haven't harmed you at all?
Only because I locked myself into this chamber.
But the door wasn't locked.
No, because I heard you all coming when I heard you fighting the creatures. Once I heard the fight end, I unlocked the door.
You could have came out and helped us.
I'm afraid I would have been more of a hindrance than a help.
It's been a long time since we talked to Silvermane, so I'm going to ask a question. Didn't he say they abandoned this place?
Yes, he did.
So you said this person looks to be rather weak, and
Very frail.
It took them time to get from the throne to where they are now.
Yeah, she was moving very slowly, and you could definitely hear like the creak of old muscles and sinews.
So how did they make it from the throne to the door to unlock it and back to the throne to sit down in such a short period of time if they're moving at that pace?
You're not sure.
Why are you here?
I am the last guardian of the Vault of Thorns. When the rest of my brethren left, as I saw all of them fall I made my way back in and locked the way behind me.
What were their names?
Time fails me, as does my memory.
I'm going to kind of glance over my shoulder at Thid and kind of make like a, I kind of see where you're going with this.
You mean Blizz?
Yes.
Yeah, Thid's just looking at you wide-eyed like, ah.
Is this
Thid's directly behind me. That's where my mouse was over, so that's why I said Thid.
is the bridge entrance the only entrance to these other areas?
The door to the north leads to the old lily pad room. That's where we kept all of our fertilizer. The door to
that
the...
didn't answer my question.
You mean, is that
is
the only way
from the...
You
Yeah.
mean from the men here?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the only way in and out. This is a pocket dimension.
You're an interesting...
I've been here a very long time. And for creatures that are not from the first world, that truly is the only way in.
But get in again?
I came in through the men here many years ago.
But you remember that. You don't remember the names of the people who died? You said they all died leaving, right?
It's, to the best of my knowledge, yes.
Where is my what's the sense motive skill?
That would be notice.
Notice? Thank you.
And hold on just a moment. And there we go. All right. Oh. Well, that's an interesting little thing. Is anybody else going to make the notice attempt as well?
I will go ahead and make one since I'm kind of like leery of this person already.
All right.
Thid's just really confused, so I don't think he's...
I just want to go sit, like, try to, like, stand over her chair.
If Thid's gonna make a notice check, it's gonna be about, like, the room in general, or, like, not about the person. So I'll make one just, like, based off of what she was talking about with this room and, like, the entrance, and how, like, the door actually works.
Okay. Sorry, D is on his way to bed. So
All good.
wave hi to everybody, D. Wave hi at the camera. Tell everybody
For
night
those
night.
of you listening, good night, D.
Mike says good night.
Night night, D.
Uncle Nick says good night. All right. So, Credo, as far as you can tell, I mean, as implausible as the story seems to you, she seems to be telling the truth. And Blizz, you just have this niggling feeling that there is definitely something wrong here. Something about her story just is not adding up in your head. And Spike, you said you were moving forward, like you were going to go over by the throne down here in the southeast.
Yeah, I just want to stand over her chair and stare at her.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to relax a little bit once I come to that realization.
So I'll move Spike up to stand over by the throne. And
Thid's just looking at the door because she said only a druid could walk through, so he's really curious how the door mechanism works.
she said only a druid could have led you here.
Well, he took that as the door keeps everybody but druids out.
Okay.
So anything he notices in the room in general, though, from the mechanic side of things.
And let's see here. Okay. So Credo appears to relax. Spike is just standing there by the throne staring at her. And Blizz up here on the north wall is doing what?
I'm just looking at her. Look at Ingrahild, look at her. I'm like, cut the crap. Who are you really?
My name is my name is Ewigga. I am a druid of the thorns.
No, you're not.
I don't understand.
I don't understand why you're continuing the charade.
What charade?
I believe it's charade.
And
Oh,
as
sorry.
Blizz is arguing with her, I'm going to kind of look over at Blizz like,
What the hell?
huh?
Then, if you're the last one here, the way is clear, leave.
I cannot leave. My life force is tied to this place now.
I'm going to do another notice check on that. Oh.
I don't even have, well, I do need to roll. So, because she might get the same thing, and she does not. And Blizz, as you're thinking about it, her having her life force tied here, that definitely makes a difference. She may have had her memories tampered with just by mingling her essence with this place.
Problem is my arrogance will probably not let me back down at this point.
I mean,
I was for sure that I was right. So what happens if you die then?
the whole demi-plane collapses with me.
Which again is not what we were told when this first place. We were told we had to get in with the lantern. We didn't say anything about having to have a druid with us. Alright. You might be right. I might just be a little bit paranoid considering I've been attacked by twig things, invisible fae, giant tentacled plant creatures, orcs,
Giant tentacled plant creatures.
giants. So I've been attacked by a lot of things, so forgive me if I'm a little bit distrusting of you.
I can understand. The giant tentacled plant things, can you describe them? They must have found their way in from the first world. And where did you face them?
Right outside.
I
Thought
fell
you were
off the
listening to-
bridge.
I thought you were listening to the battle.
I was, but I just assumed that you were facing off against the lurkers in the light.
Did you hear a dwarf scream and it sounded like he went about 17 yards south? Because that was me.
So say you're legit. Where's the treasure?
And she makes her way up towards this door, and she says, "It's through here. These stairs lead down to the lily pit. And beyond that, it will take you down to the bottom of the greenhouse. You
Lead the way.
Oh, of course, but I will need help in the lily pit."
Don't worry, we'll give you all the help you can handle.
And she opens the door and she makes her way down out of your guys' line of sight to the north. And
Walk over
I
to
think-
Credo. Keep a close eye on her, please.
Said spending a penny to get some
power
powers
points
back.
back.
To give you 5 back, right?
Yep.
Correct. So as you guys enter this room through the northern door, the staircase that you descend to a small platform is very ornate. And you see several giant lily pads gently swaying in the chamber's air currents, each floating at a slightly different height. And below the lily pads, a sheer drop fades down into the darkness where you can hear a droning buzz reverberating off the chamber's walls. At the far end of the chamber to the north, you see a second platform and a staircase that does lead out of this room.
Well, perfect time to have a flying dragon.
Right?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Spike, would you like to take Ingrahild over first?
I will do so.
All right, so let me get Ingrahild onto Spike.
I know Thid's a little bit jealous that Ingrahild's mounting Spike and not him.
No, not even in the slightest.
All right.
That's weird.
And Spike, you can go ahead and start moving ahead. And as you get to there, swooping down from above, you hear the buzzing of 4 very large dragonflies. And I will give you a notice check to see them and see if you get to play in this first round of combat.
Same with Ingrahild?
Yes.
Do I do that as my dragon?
So
I can't do it as.
I was looking, and if you look, because you're using the heads-up display, correct?
Yes.
In the second row, there's a second notice at the end, and that'll be your notice.
Okay. Perfect. Oh. Okay.
All right. So, yes and yes for both. Both of you rolled a 5. So, both of you will get the chance to fight in this first round as they swoop down. And I'm going to stack all of them up on the same card as we begin the surprise round. Oh, and I need to unhide them. All right, Spike, you get to go first. You see these 4 very large bluish dragonflies. They kind of have like this like a blue gem coloration, and the light bounces off of them just as it would a sapphire. That's the gem I'm trying to think of as my work text goes nuts. So what is Spike going to do?
I would like to try to land on the platform.
On the platform? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I need to change your movement back to flying. There you go.
The game's paused on my side.
Oh, there we go. All
Do the land.
And as you land there, everything is good. Ingrahild cannot dismount yet. You are not held. And are you going to do anything else other than land?
I was gonna ask, can I do the acid breath
Your
weapon at
breath?
one of them?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
So click on that ability. It'll populate it over in the chat box as normal. And which one are you aiming at? Oh, turn off frenzy.
Okay.
That
The
actually,
north right one.
Let me fix that because that should not have a roll to it at all.
Okay.
Well, it does, but hold on. And go ahead and try sending that again and see if that fixed it. Nope. Let me try this. And send it one more time because I want to make sure that you can drop your template. And it is not going to let you drop a template. All right. So go to, on the left-hand side, go to here.
Okay.
And then choose the bottom one down here. That's a stream template. And before you click to place it, you can use your mouse wheel to change its direction.
Okay. Do I keep like the little star on me?
Yeah, put it like right at the edge of your token.
Okay.
And once you have it aimed in the direction you want it to go, then click. All right. So that little guy gets a chance to evade. Agility at -2. And it completely dodges out of the way of your acid breath. And that will take us to their turn. And this one back here, right here, the southernmost on the east side, is going to come flying up. And it is going after the dragon because that is the thing that it can reach the easiest. So first and foremost, it's going to take 2 actions. The first one being... Oh, I selected the wrong person. There we go. All right. You start to feel yourself get very, very sleepy, Spike. Make a spirit roll.
Okay.
I'm going to wipe that template out. All right. You managed to shake off the sleepiness. And
Dragon is immune to slumber regardless.
oh, that's true. And it tries. Why does it not have? And it tries to bite you. Took 2 actions and it misses. So that'll take us to the next one, which is going to come flying up. And Ingrahild needs to make a spirit check. Oh, she aced it with a total of 7. And then it also tries to bite. How did I miss all of this? Apparently, I did not get their bite attack on all of them. All right. -2 for the multi-action. And this one did not add the gang up bonus, but that's okay because 1 more is not going to make it a raise. And does not do any real damage. We go to the next dragonfly who flies over. And it's going to do its slumber attack on Ingrahild. Go ahead and make that spirit roll. And it is going to do its bite. All right, so Ingrahild manages to shake off a second slumbering. And it tries to bite. And it did not give the gang up bonus.
She'll only get a +1 for gang up since Ingrahild's on.
Yep. And that turns a miss into a success. Oh, listen to those dice roll, but it's not enough to damage Spike's draconic body. And that takes us to the last one, which comes fluttering in. And Ingrahild needs to make another sleep resistance. Oh, and Ingrahild is falling
Ingrahild's asleep.
asleep.
Yeah.
So she is effectively incapacitated for this moment. All right. And
Does she fall off the dragon? Because it's not like she's wearing a saddle.
not yet.
Okay.
And then it has a +2 gang up bonus. And that turns the hit into a raise. And now let's see what happens with that raise. Still not enough to hurt Spike. And then Ingrahild is asleep. And I don't think... Let's see, yeah. Very loud noises or attempts to physically awake the sleeper will grant her another roll. And
So she fell asleep and then fell off of the dragon?
That's what I was wondering, if she's going to fall off.
She has not fallen off the dragon yet.
Okay. That was my question, if she had fallen off.
All right. Scoot to the end of the round. And at the top, Thid, once again with the red joker.
Yep. All right. Did. I'm gonna do a smarts check here just to determine how Thid reacts. If he thinks Ewigga or whatever her name is
Ewigga?
has set us up or not. Normally I'd do this with just a d20 and decide. But I think he is very distrusting of her. And so he's going to say something to that effect. So Thid will move up. Can I squeeze beside Kratos here?
Yeah.
Is that okay? I guess I got a little more before I go into my next. There we go. So Thid's going to ask her, did you set us up on purpose?
And she looks surprised and hurt.
Surprised and hurt. By like Thid accusing her, or?
Yes.
Alright, so then from that, as one of my actions, can I do a notice check to see if it's genuine? And then decide, I'll do 2 actions, but my first will be my notice check.
Okay.
2 actions. And I don't believe... Nope, I don't have any conviction, so...
All right. You think she's being truthful.
So Thid is going to... God, how far away is this? 11 inches.
Yeah. If you hold the... Like, if you have yourself targeted and... Oh, apparently that mod is not turned on.
I just used the ruler. It's okay. From Thid to this guy, anyways, is right at 11 inches to his front corner. So Thid will take out a bomb.
Using his bomb power.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, my range is 5, 10,
20.
20. God. It'll be a shot in the dark, but here we go.
Wait, well, don't roll yet. Place that
Okay.
template first.
Yeah. So my template is gonna go. Well, maybe that might save me on the 10. So I have to get like. I got it snapping. Can I get it not to snap? Does it have to snap?
It'll once it places, you can move it around.
Okay. So I was thinking.
You'll have to change to the measurement controls to move it.
Okay. So right about there is right in the center of my circle from Thid's head is 10 inches. Do we think that's going to actually hit them or no?
I am alt clicking in the AOE and it is not targeting
Not
anything.
doing it. Okay. Man, got like 3 of them pretty well covered in there. Alt click and it's not targeting either.
It's for me. It's targeting 2 of them.
Yep, I should too targeted.
Okay, I just can't see them then. So, is it targeting them now?
No.
Okay.
It's got to be more than 50% into the center of the circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Trying to.
You may just have to suck it up and take the range penalty.
Or spend an extra power point because as a universal power modifier, you can double a power's listed range for 1 or
Okay.
triple it for 2.
I didn't see that on the thing, so I will just do that. I'll triple it just so I know I'm in, right?
You only have to double it.
I only have to double it. Okay, yeah, that's right. Cool. So I'll take 1 extra from there. And then with that being the case, I should be able to hit all 3 of these guys. Does it show all 3 targeted in the center?
Yep.
These 3. Cool.
Is the alt click not working on putting the bullseye around them?
No, it's not for me.
That's weird.
And now it did. I tried it 4 or 5 times and it didn't. So maybe I just can't click on the center of the thing. That's weird. Cool.
If you were still in measurement controls, it wouldn't have.
That was probably it then.
All right, so.
Oh god, I really missed.
Nope, not yet, because it's calculating based off of the main range. And.
I didn't know you had a point of fatigue. I would have cast relief on you.
Yeah, Thid's real confused right
You
now.
moved and you just notice. Notice is a free action. What other action did you do?
Oh no, I thought a insight check would be an action since I was actually trying to do something with it. But
What edition's that?
Right. So
that sounds like
I did not have a
35E thing. All right. You do hit them. Go ahead and click that damage button.
Yuck.
Ooh, I kind of like those damage numbers, except for that one. All right. So the first one gets hit.
You're secretly.
Yep, I saw that. All right. I do. Let me see here. Why do they? Oh, that's why. Okay. So that one is wounded, and then we go to that one is just shaken, and the third one takes a pair of wounds, and they are still in the fight. However, that one to the leftmost up there is definitely pretty badly hurt.
It's just going to kind of look back at Ewigga and not quite snarl, but not 100% confident in her intentions.
As he does, she kind of steps backward, almost in fear, and she is going to get a agility check. She has to take that elderly penalty.
Man, I was really hoping for a critical fail on that.
And she barely manages to stay on the edge. But she's standing there and flailing her arms like she's trying to keep up. Ingrahild, we'll see.
That was a very loud noise next to her, wasn't it?
Yep, it sure was. That was a bomb. I was going to say, she needs a spirit check.
Yay. I was hoping for that.
Go Sid. I did that intentionally. Definitely, probably.
And she does wake up. And as she comes awake, that will consume her action. And then, suddenly, let me do this right. All right. From below, that buzzing grows louder, and then suddenly, just this mass of flies fills this room, and I am going to. Oh, why couldn't they have flies on the effects? So I am going to fill it with. I'll go with this. And that's not working the way I thought it would. That's okay. So everybody that is on the platforms or in the room is going to be distracted, which includes Spike is now distracted. Ingrahild is now distracted. She appears to be Ewigga appears to be distracted. However, Thid is actually just outside of the range.
Oh, okay.
They're only filling up that room with the lily pads. All right. Credo, this room is filled. She is standing there, almost about to fall off the ledge. You see you can barely see now, 4 giant dragonflies threatening Spike and Ingrahild. What are you going to do?
All right, so this druid lady you said is about to fall?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to step up, grab her, and pull her away from the ledge back into the hallway for now.
All right, so I'll need you to make an athletics check. Okay, you successfully grab hold of her. However, as you do, I need you to make a vigor check.
This doesn't count as an attack, does it?
No.
Damn.
It felt weird when you grabbed her, kind of this coldness. And you're not sure what it was, but as you pull her back up to safety, she just looks at you with just pure gratitude in her eyes.
No, I'm going to displace her all the way back into the hallway.
Okay. All right. From there, it goes to Blizz.
All right. First step is to move a little to see what I can see.
She is no longer distracted because she is not in there.
I see a room full of flies. I see them surrounded by things. I see Credo with his hands on Ewigga.
Yep,
Right.
and she looks grateful that he has his hands on her.
Well, I'm going to finish my move, push past her to there. All right, let's see
Okay.
what this distance is here. Oh, no, I did not mean to go forward. Darn keyboard. All right, so that is just outside of 11. My smarts is a d6, so that spell goes smarts times 2. As we are going to send a hailstorm into that room.
Okay, go ahead and place that template.
It starts off as medium. You know what? Let's show off for Ewigga. I'm going to make it a large blast template.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 points to raise the damage.
Okay.
So let's get this going here. I put it there. I do believe.
It does miss everybody on your side.
All right. All right, so we will roll that spell.
All right. Basic success. Oh, I thought I added an animation and sound effect to that, but clearly not.
Yeah,
I'll have to do that before our next session.
Let's raise fish. I'm not going to risk getting any lower, so I will stick with that and just roll raised damage and hopefully clear out some of that buzzing flies with this big kaboom too.
All right. And
I will stand on that. I'm not spending a penny on the damage.
And I need to go through and add a 1 to each of them.
Oh, crap. Of course, I forgot that. I'm so
That's
proud of
okay.
myself for remembering it once.
I remembered it.
I appreciate you on occasion.
That's good. All right. So all of them have been modded.
Spend a penny to get back 5 power points.
And that one is pretty hurt. This one has been double shaken, so it takes a wound. The third one just gets obliterated, and I'll mark that one as dead. And the fourth one also gets obliterated. And let me scroll back up here. And that one is now dead. So I will remove the dead.
I will remove the template.
That one is dead. That one is dead. All right. So that one goes away. That one goes away. That one is on death's door, and that one is badly injured. All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. That takes us to Spike. Spike,
Yes.
you are distracted by the flies. What are you going to do?
Can I become undistracted?
You would have to leave the room.
That's dumb. I'm gonna try to bite each of these things.
Okay, so 2 bite attacks. Target
Yes.
one of them first. Zoom in here. You don't have frenzy, so turn frenzy off.
Yes.
Oh, first bite
I
is
like
a
that
hit with a
effect.
raise. Go ahead and roll that raise damage. And that one already had 2 wounds, so that one is quite dead. And then target your other one. That one is a miss. Do you want to leave it at that?
I'll try again.
Okay. So you turned a miss into a hit, but just barely. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
the damage. And you hit it with shaken, which is enough to
That
bring
thing
it
has
up.
just been shaken every single time it's been hit. It can't be wounded, just shaken to
Yep.
death.
It is up to death's door. And that, I believe, is your turn, unless you're going to move.
Nope.
All right, so it is going to try and break its shaken. We roll for it. It is going to remain shaken. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and spend a Benny so it can act normally. And it is just going to try and hurt the one that hurt it, which is, as far as it knows, is the dragon. And that is going to be a miss. So that takes us into the next round. And right at the top on the red joker, we have Ingrahild. Did that give everybody a Benny?
It
It gave me
did.
one.
Nope, it didn't, because
Nope.
we've had that's the
Alright,
third
so
Joker
I
this
will
time.
go through. And
I also, I don't understand. Like my bar at the top, I don't have any bennies.
That's
Should I
because
just add
your
them?
shape changed.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got 'em on
the
the
shape
side,
change
though.
macro is still kind of wonky.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
The author is doing his best to work out all the bugs, so
Speaking of working out bugs,
Well, I'm going to give myself bennies so I can use them.
okay. All right. So what is Ingrahild going to do? She is distracted by all the flies that weren't really cleared out by that sudden ice storm.
she's gonna, attack from Dragonback because mount rules apply, so she's got the range of the mount that she's on.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll declare 2 attacks. First, with the accurate Dwarven Axe. Hit. And kaboom. And then, since there's nothing else to attack, she will dismount and back out of the fly swarm. Dismount. Oh, I don't have permissions to no, it let me. There we go. And that's where she'll back out. Alright, that's Ingrahild's turn. Did we lose? Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
wow. Apparently I had muted. So anyway, as the fight ends and Ingrahild dismounts and gets out of the buzzing flies, that is where we will stop and pick up next time. I want to thank everybody for watching. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, Poppets Coffee, and www.poppetscoffee.com. Some of the best coffee out there. And as far as I go, we'll see you next time, folks.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye bye.